Our study set out to examine the effectiveness of Tai Chi as an exercise intervention for anyone who suffers from musculoskeletal pain. And in order to do that, we examined all the previous research in the area to find all trials that have Tai Chi as an intervention for people with any type of musculoskeletal condition. So in order to answer our question, we searched many electronic databases to find all existing trials of Tai Chi, and we found 8 trials that used Tai Chi as an intervention for people with musculoskeletal pain, and 7 of those were for people with arthritis. Each of the studies evaluated a Tai Chi program that consisted of somewhere between 6 weeks and 12 weeks, and they had the people fill out a questionnaire, self-report, evaluating their pain and their disability and other measures of quality of life before the treatment and then again after the treatment. So what our study did was we combined the results of those trials, and we found that Tai Chi appeared to decrease people's pain and improve their function on the self-report questionnaires, and also in several of the trials that reported quality of life, it showed to improve measures of tension, stress, and overall mood and other quality of life measures. The population in the trials that we studied was largely based of people with osteoarthritis, which is the most common form of arthritis. And arthritis is a condition that currently is affecting people worldwide, and people experiencing arthritis will likely experience daily pain that will interfere with their activities of daily living, such as walking and stair climbing. There are many styles of Tai Chi. There's about 5 different styles at the moment, and they're all slightly different in their approach, but they're all based on the same principles that help to incorporate one's breathing techniques into their movements. So it relies heavily on improving one's balance and improving one's lower body strengthening to maintain that balance in each movement. So all the moves in Tai Chi are moved into a sequence, one after the other, that requires a lot of one leg standing, so that's helping to improve someone's balance, and also requires a deep diaphragmatic breathing technique with each move. So the idea is that that's helping you to concentrate your mind with your movements, often said to be a mind-body exercise or meditation in motion, because your moves are always moving with your breath. So the idea is that you're always sort of in the present moment, so it should sort of be a relaxing type of exercise. The benefits of Tai Chi for anybody with musculoskeletal pain, and specifically perhaps people with osteoarthritis, from what our trials or from what our study looked at, is that it could help to improve one's lower body strengthening. Perhaps that will be improving with their physical function or their levels of disability. And the mechanism by which it may decrease pain, we're not sure at the moment, but it could have anywhere to do from lower body strengthening to the deep breathing aspects to help one relax during the movements. But mostly it's also a very enjoyable activity. So there's a lot of self-reports of the group kind of activity brings, it's not sort of an exercise that you go to the clinic for. You're coming together to do an activity that you enjoy, which is really important. The trials that we studied ranged in the duration of the Tai Chi program. So they ranged from anywhere from 6 weeks to 12 weeks, and within that span there was anywhere from 1 time a week to 3 times a week of about an hour's practice. So you could argue then that perhaps an 8 to 10 week program of 2 times a week of an hour was providing the benefits that we saw of decreased pain and improved function. However, perhaps there's a lot of unsure about how much people practice at home. So the idea is the more you practice at home, probably the better you will be, but there's not a lot of information about how much people are practicing at home. Generally, people practice every day for Tai Chi in the community, so there's 1 or 2 times of group practice, and then people get together on their own and practice daily.